guys.
Hello.
It's tarot night.
It is.
It am.
We made it another month, y'all.
Woo! Yeah. So, welcome to Tarot Night with us. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. As always, readings are free. If you donate, hopefully to the Venmo, because we've been having a little bit of an issue with our stars. That link is pinned to the top. But I think we can do a couple. I think we can do stars tonight too. Just the Venmo is easier on us. We have less of a fight back with the people that decide that they want to try to steal our stars. But either way, you get a paid reading, and you get the chance for an all read with that one. So you got Mike, who's over there. You got Steve, who's in the corner. You got me. I'm Pat. And you get the chance to have all of us read you. Just let us know in the comments that you would like a reading and who you would like it from, and we will hook you up.
For those wondering, there is a possibility of a wild Tyree showing up. We don't know when that will be, but it is a possibility that he's going to be here shortly. So you'll have four of us at some point tonight.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
For now, it's the three of us. But we'll get you taken care of.
Also remember, so that everybody has a chance to actually sleep and, have an evening, we are cutting off our tarot list at 10 p.m. Eastern.
At the latest.
So if you guys are wanting a read, you need to tell your friends the whole bit to get on here and do the thing before 10 p.m. Also, keep in mind, ladies and gents, we have a full lunar eclipse tonight. That is going to be the other thing. We are going to be stopping readings by midnight at the absolute latest. So if we speed read at some point, that is the reason why.
Yeah.
We're going to be attempting to make sure that everybody's reads are accurate. We just may be a little bit more on the ball and efficient than normal.
It's the other reason why we actually started on time tonight.
Because, we all want to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So so around 9 o'clock Eastern or 8 o'clock Central, it is going to start, and by about a quarter after midnight, it is going to be a full lunar eclipse.
It's going to be amazing.
Heck yeah.
Here for it.
And Mandy, I did get your Venmo donation. Thank you again so much. Let me know in the comments what you would like your question to be and who you would like to read you. Also, I see that Jenny is also in here. Thanks. I love this freaking wand pin. It's amazing. Clayton. It's, well, I don't have to say it, but it actually writes really fucking well.
I bet it does.
It writes fantastic.
I bet it does.
But we also have a ticker. This is a,
It is an 18.
It is an 18 plus show. But, we got a couple that we can actually start with. Jenny, looking for your question, ma'am, because Jenny was actually the recipient of all of us. Give me a tux reading. Okay. All tux read. Jenny was actually a recipient of our Bump Yourself to the Top of the List from last year's charity auction. So,
and if you guys would like that opportunity, it is coming up faster than you think. We're going to be doing our end of year Christmas charity auction very, very soon. So be prepared.
And currently the people that I have on our list is Jenny first up. Then I have MJ, and then I have Mandy, and then I have April Kennedy. April. Jen. But your sister did give you a pretty kick-ass gift, I gotta say. So, what is my financial forecast of the new job and recent life changes in the next few months? That's for Mandy later. Okay.
Yeah, as long as we have an idea.
Yeah, and she actually got permission from her grandparents.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. And just let me know in the chat, Mandy, who you would like to read you. And yes, Mom, you and Dad can get on the list, especially if you're sending Venmo for both. Just let me know in the comments who you would like to read to, and what y'all's questions are.
Hey, Mom and Dad. Thanks to see you again.
You gonna come see them next weekend?
Next weekend?
Uh-huh.
Where are they coming here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know.
Mike's like, that's a long fucking drive. I'm just getting the list updated, guys, while they're shuffling, and then I will jump in on that bandwagon, Jenny.
To answer your question, I'm not sure what next weekend holds.
I know you guys
I know
have
I remember us
shows.
talking about, or you guys talking about it. I just don't remember what we got going on.
Because I know you guys got at least one, maybe two shows next weekend.
Terry does.
She's got that firework redo.
Yeah.
Read the calendar.
That way we can kind of coordinate and people can see people if they are able.
Okay. Got you guys on the list.
Mom and Dad. I don't know if I'm doing that with her or not. I know we've got next weekend, not this coming weekend, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this coming weekend is a freebie for most of us, and then next weekend is Labor Day weekend.
Right, we're going to go look at that school Saturday.
I think that's gonna be kick ass.
Oh my god, that's great.
That should be really fucking balls.
Yeah, if I'm not going with her for that, I may be available. I just don't know.
Okay.
Things change so fast anymore.
Hey, that's part of it.
Jenny for reading on Tux is first up. Okay.
A horse is a horse. Of course, of course.
Unless he's Mr. Ed.
Wow, thank you for the really kind donation, guys.
The famous Mr. Ed.
Okay.
I don't want this side, huh?
Not this deck then. This
There
one's
you
for
go.
Jenny. Tux. It's a reading on Tux for Jenny.
Y'all don't be turds. Thank
Yeah. Micah needed Dare too. Camp and been a crummy 2 days. Clayton.
Fair. Absolutely. I definitely need to get out in the woods.
you. Nature or whatever.
First up, Jenny, is a question for me. When was the last time you talked to him?
Like talked.
Yeah, actually talked. And I did get the Venmos. The song, the siren, the call, the summoning.
Yeah.
Okay. Today was last time.
Okay. Today. It's a good thing. Struggling to get a direct connection on that one.
What, you want me to go?
Yeah, you can start up.
Okay. So my first question, Jenny, is, so the first card I got is sacrifice. There are those worth making and there are those that will destroy you. And it's got like this mermaid deck. And she's kind of like coming out of the water and like, it's like almost like the Ariel thing. Like she's going to be making a choice to live on dry land or live in the water. So it's like, whatever the thing is with Tux, you know, it seems like you've got a very one way or the other kind of situation. And like Pat said, you know, you need to pay attention to what you're being told and what's coming in, be it good or bad. Because it kind of is like either you don't know what the right thing is that you need to be doing because you're not letting yourself sit with it, or you know, but you're hiding it from yourself because you don't want to deal with it. So I'm not getting a hard good or bad vibe on anything. It's just kind of like whatever the thing is, it's really hard, but you have to just do it to get past it. That's kind of what I got. And a lot of water. It's like a lot of like drowning feeling, like overwhelming.
I can go next.
I appreciate that.
Dude, he is bored. Like bored. Because the first card that you got was the Page of Swords. So it's literally he knows that you're his person. He understands that. And he understands what he's there for, but he's waiting on you to understand what you're there with him for. But the big card that I have for you, and if you could show that, that would be spectacular, is it's not the point of the card itself. It's actually the depiction of Fenrir on it.
That card's been coming up a lot.
It has.
Yeah, it is.
But this one specifically, it's the being tied down and literally confined. He's bored. And he sees you go and he sees you come and he doesn't understand why he can't do the same. Almost like he's wanting to go out to pasture, but he really doesn't know that that's an option. Because you also got the Eight of Cups reversed. And it's literally a depiction of, in this case, a woman walking away into the sunset. But there's also no come and go. He's just kind of waiting. Not quite at a stagnation yet, but you're getting close. And that big dragon turtle that you know a lot about, the one that keeps the world on its back, that's kind of the way that he's feeling right now. Is if he moves, his entire world might shift. So he's waiting on the go-ahead to know what it is that he can actually do. So he's just kind of sitting waiting.
So it's kind of like the decision is his, but he needs your help to make it.
The decision is hers. He's waiting on her to make it.
Right.
It's kind of the way it's coming through.
Okay. Like when you're talking about him waiting, like these two cards drew my attention because she's almost like an animal in a pen. And she's like, hold on a minute.
Yeah. That will be remedied. Okay. Because currently that's everything I've got for you. He doesn't hate you. He's not even upset with you. He's just being patient. He's there. He's just waiting on you to be. That's all I got. I hope it helps.
I need to look up the meaning of a specific word because it came up and I don't remember.
The actual meaning of the word?
Yeah.
It's a fancy word.
Because I would prefer to use actual terms. Sorry, guys. No, it's really unprofessional to be on my phone.
I mean, I can't say shit, but I'm.
I've had to do it before.
Because I want to give an accurate read.
I'm being honest. I wouldn't be able to spell this if somebody asked me to. So.
You're using this sentence. I can't.
that's what I thought it meant. However, I didn't want to
Misspeak.
Right. Because it's not a word that I typically use. But the first card that you got is fecundity.
That's what I was like. I couldn't spell that shit.
And I thought it's what it meant. Basically, it is it's the physical ability to produce. So whether that be offspring or bear fruitful plants or different things like that, that's what fecundity is. And then we have fluidity, followed by, and this one was very interesting because other than the first card that I couldn't remember the meaning of, you have the divine fruit afterward. This is literally a situation that sums up the first two readings and three cards. You have the ability to make something out of the situation. You have to choose to make something from it. And he's willing to do whatever it is that's necessary to make that happen. You just got to start making choices. It's not on him. It's not on him to change. It's not on him to tell you. It's on you to be the horse owner. he's like, I'm going to horse regardless where the fuck I'm at and what the fuck is going on. I need you to tell me what it is that you need and what we're doing together. So literally it's the same thing that the first 2 reads were. Hopefully that kind of summed it up for you.
And as far as Mom and Dad, let me know in the comments what you would like your questions to be and who you would like to read you. Just as a reminder, guys, we have the Venmo link pinned to the top of the list. And if you send some Venmo donation or you send stars, it's easier on us to have the
Venmo
Venmo.
donations.
Yes, because people are rude about the stars. They try to like say that we copyright with audio, and I'm like, dude,
There's no audio.
there's no audio.
And
So-
the audio that we do use is 100% copyright free, royalty free.
It's
So
hilarious, but
it's
it's not.
It's a problem. It's just stars sniping bots.
Yeah. But let us know in the comments if you would like a read. You don't have to do that, and you can get on the list completely free. I do see that Gidget wants on the list, so if you could let me know in the comments who you would like to read you and what your question is, I have you down. And then I'm just waiting on the questions and the readers for Mom and Dad. But currently, we are reading MJ.
MJ.
It was a general all.
Gotta be horror.
A general.
MJ.
I heard what you
I'm
said,
using this deck for the first time. It's the classic horror deck.
but I swear to God,
Horror. Horror is a hard word. I feel like the man who invented that word was a perv.
general all for Dad.
It's horror with an extra R. Where's she good? She's horror.
Oh.
MJ.
Okay.
A general.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna do that. Yes.
Can I get on the list? Sure, Danielle. Just let me know. So would you just like a general read, Danielle? Let me know. I will
Hola,
get you
Danielle.
on the list. Da-da-da.
I invited like a bunch of people.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's amazing, man. Yeah.
As many as my messenger would allow me to
Mood.
do.
Thank you. Thank everybody else for tuning in. Even if you don't get a read, hopefully it's entertaining.
We try to be.
That is the attempt.
I mean, actually, it's not really a try. You'll kind of get what you get. I just hope that it's entertaining. General read, yeah. Okie doke. All right, got you on the list, Gidget. Yeah, well, y'all are shuffling. I'm gonna get the list updated.
It just reminds me of Archer every time you do that. Womp womp.
I downloaded like 3 or 4 different apps, just random sounds. I just gotta go through and pick which ones I want to put on my home screen. So I've got a nice little arsenal.
I'm here for that.
And thank you, Melanie. If you would like a reading, let me know in the comments and we will get you taken care of. But I did get the Venmo.
We will always try and confirm for you guys as soon as we get. That way you guys are aware.
I mean, if you want me to toss that as an option, Jake, just let me know and I'll actually put you down for a read.
What is it?
Jake was like, I want to know what's going on with Death. I'm like, if you really want to know, we can see about putting you on the list for a reading. But currently we are reading MJ. It is a general. Okay, so currently for MJ. Nah.
Really?
If you're sure, Jake, I would try.
Interesting. These.
That didn't shuffle right. Hey, MJ, you've been talking to the little Devin Rex.
I was going to ask something similar.
Oh,
You want me to go first, or y'all want to go?
you go first. I'm catching up on a couple of the comments. Doo-doo-doo.
There's a lot of duality cards. I'm using my advice cards. They're the cat gurus. But it's interesting because you have a lot of duality. So a lot of this or that in your read. Your first card. Always think outside of the box, but not the litter box. Only two things are infinite: the universe and the superiority of cats. Things aren't always black and white. Sometimes they're ginger. And it is Schrodinger's cat.
That's cool. That card's actually really neat.
It is Schrodinger's cat. There you go. It is a duality card, and it talks about understanding where it is that you currently are, but understanding as well that you're the one that puts you there. And what makes this card very interesting is the fact that it is a middle of the road balance card. But the fact that this is the one that leads your advice for this particular read is kind of interesting to me. That means that you're holding off on a particular decision or on a movement that probably should be handled now as opposed to later. It's just the spoon count for it's low. Spoons can always be recovered, chick. Inspire. Yeah, this is definitely a duality read. Inspire loyalty through fear. Play to win every time. Identify your opponents, then make them an offer they can't refuse. And it's Kitty Corleone, which is also a very cool card.
That's amazing.
He usually doesn't come up a lot.
That's because he gets people to do his work for him.
100%. So this definitely tells me that there is a conversation or a conflict that you have coming up that, or at least is in current process, that you haven't really made a decision on. And it's like Rush says, if you choose not to decide, you've still made a choice. And the biggest problem with that is it leaves everything open to everything else's interpretation as to how it goes.
Right.
Which is the reason why you got Schrodinger's cat first. Right now, there's a lot of things for you that are literally up in the air and in limbo because you don't want to be the bad guy. You don't want to come across as a problem or as mean or rude just because you honestly don't want to fucking deal with the aftermath. But the problem is that you're really coming to a point where your hand's going to be forced. So handle it in your way, but handle it. Oh, that's funny. Which is literally the card that pretty much says exactly what I just said. Always take the right angle. Don't be obtuse. Curiosity never actually killed the cat. The best ideas are like cats. They like to creep up on you. And it is Eno's cat. Talking about varying degrees and working angles. Yeah, 100%. This is a shit or get off the pot. 100%. That's what this read is about. You've really got a lot of tension or a lot of things that have stalled, and it's not due to other people. It's due to you not making a choice concerning other people, not for them, concerning them, as in their particular involvement. So be aware of that. Next.
You want me to go?
Either way.
No matter. Go ahead.
So, kind of piggybacking off of what Steve said, this is 100% a choice that you have said you have made and you have not. Specifically because you got the Two of Swords reversed. And that was the card that actually had me ask if you'd been talking with the little Devin Rex. And I can tell you a little bit more about him here in a little bit. But a couple of key things for you. Number one, if you actually do something with the moon tonight during the eclipse, that'll help quite a bit because it'll help clear your mind with what it is that is actually yours versus what it is that you need to forgive, forget, and move the
100%.
fuck on from. Because there is a portion of this that has absolutely nothing to do with you. And if you do that and you actually listen to the water when you start to hear it, it'll help you actually figure out where it is that you need to step and you need to be. Because right now, you're kind of one man showing it.
Excuse me.
But the only problem is that people have all sorts of handouts that they're asking for because there's so many cups. You got the Page of Cups, and that's the card that I'm looking at, but it's just a bunch of empty cups that, hey, here, here, here. Some of this is work, some of this is not. And at the current moment, that's kind of where it is that you need to find that line. You got 3 waves coming for you. 1 you're currently standing in, and 2 more that you're going to have to kind of not necessarily suffer through, but you're going to have to kind of pace yourself through. That's really why you need to talk to the moon tonight. You really need to process what it is that you need to get out so that you can focus on what it is that you got going on. Because currently it looks like you are struggle bussing with this first one. It's not necessarily 3 choices or not necessarily 3 decisions, but it is 3 steps to get you to where it is that you want to be. Just this first one, it's almost like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You just got to find the right fire. Because currently you're sitting with 2 different elements, but you really need the grounding aspect from the actual earth. Because you got air, you got fire, and you have water. But the air and the ground is really where you're needing to be. If you can bring in the change, you'll be able to see where it is that you need to be so you can float to where you need to be. Because at the moment, you don't have to pick the sword up yet necessarily, but you're going to have to real fucking soon. Or someone else is going to force you to. Change is coming, but it's up to you on how easy it comes. You can be your own King Arthur and you can do your own shit. You can find your own Excalibur. Because that's the point of what it is that you're going through currently. So you can figure out who it is that you want to be and where it is that you want to actually defend yourself. Where it is that you actually want to fight. The talking with the moon is that first step so you can get your mind clear enough to actually make those choices. I hope that helps.
Right on. And mine just goes along with everybody else. So the horror deck is what I'm using. And so each one of these, it's got dance, boogeyman, fire, animal, and wonder of the world. And each one of these, the villain is like misunderstood. You've got, Michael Myers, you got Frankenstein, you've got King Kong, the Wolfman. I don't know what this movie is, but it's about dancing, and basically the heroine is surrounded by people who are perfect and falling in line, and she ends up, wanting to off herself at the end. And every single one, there's a group of people who is at you and who is using you, misunderstanding you, what have you. And each one of these is a horror movie where people die. So it's very much, you have to take the control back. People aren't going to get it. It doesn't fucking matter because it's you and your plan and your life. So if they're not, not necessarily falling in line, but if they're not in alignment with what you're trying to do, tell them to fucking keep stepping. And it's funnily surrounding the moon. So yeah, absolutely. Get out there.
The eclipse would do you some good tonight.
Go swimming.
You could.
You could.
You could dead ass go swimming under the fucking moon.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cold.
That's all right.
But you could do it and it would be amazing for you. It'd be a hell of a reset.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Baptism in the moonlight.
Fucking going swimming during a fucking eclipse.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, fucking man.
Also, Jake said if you show him the card, he might be able to identify it for you.
Oh, the movie? Okay, there you go. Freeze frame.
Okay, next up is Mandy, and she wants me to do that reading.
Okay.
I just don't have the right deck out. I could make it work with what I got, but it'll be easier if I use a different one.
No problem, MJ.
Hopefully it helped, chick.
Should think you understand.
Cool. Cool.
It's not fault, MJ. It's just dealing with the situation in the right way.
That.
Don't you can't have that language. You know how you know words. Come on now. You know better. Shake my wood at you.
Shake my wood at you? Is that what you just said?
I sure did.
It's on knobby and shit.
We got a ticker.
We do.
For this reason.
For this exact reason, yes.
You're really wanting me to dig this out, eh? I want to use this specific deck that's at the very bottom of your box.
That part is also dirty.
Closer. Jake said.
Oh, I put them up. We'll try again the next time I use them. There will be a next time. Gotcha.
Okay. Mandy. Got permission from Gmon Gpaw. What is my financial forecast with the new job and recent life changes over the next few months? Well, that's a good start. Okay. Not even gonna let me shuffle. Okay. So, first up, Mandy. I find it funny. We were having that conversation last night, and the first card, specifically the card that got stuck when it wasn't the last card, is the Justice card, and it's Anubis. So that's kind of the main crux. Be careful how it is that you word your spells over the next few months. They're going to be a little bit more particularly oomphy. That's not the word that was used, but it's the word that was a different portion. Okay, so what actually about the money? Because that one was just kind of like a little bonus. They don't want to talk about your job. They want to talk about your finances, just not the job. You do need to save. Specifically over the next 4 to 8 weeks. That's going to be kind of key for you. Not necessarily every penny, but just be very mindful of the fruitful endeavors that you have, because that money is going to be key moving forward. Okay, come on. There's not much that they can openly say at the current moment. They're willing to talk as much as they can, but several of these items depend upon you and other people's choices, which is why it's kind of an in limbo type of situation. You're not actually nearly in as much of a liminal space as you feel like you are. It's just a matter of finding your way out of it, which means that there's a door in front of you. You just haven't reached your hand out to be able to see it. the big thing that kind of keeps coming through is death comes in many forms, and don't be afraid of what it means and what it shows you and what it tells you. Because frequently death and the tower are seen together, but that doesn't mean that they're both bad or that they're both the same thing. Both are change, and both lead to good things based on the choices it is that you present. You saving the money is going to show somebody specifically what it is that you need to, what it is that you're trying to show them, what it is that they need to see. That's what it is that you can do for this situation. Save the money over the next 4 to 8 weeks. And that's going to have a far bigger impact than you can even imagine. Specifically because it's going to teach somebody else a lesson that they need to learn. And that's going to be a pretty rough one. Just don't be afraid of that, because that has nothing to do with you. You're just being asked to do that. You're not actually asked to do anything specifically for that situation other than be the person that you need to be. The person that you're choosing to be. Because those are two different things. What other people want you to be and what it is that you're becoming may not align, and that's all right. You need to be okay with that.
Oh, poor eunuchs.
Also, grandparents are not the ones that wanted to talk tonight. They kind of stepped back and let the new one talk. Because the last card that you got was the High Priestess. And this is actually this is more of a life path deck than it is anything else. But the key thing that you're actually going to need is simply this. Strength. Understand where it is that you need to be and where it is that you can be. And if you can't be in the same place, then that's okay. You may not need to be. Just because you're standing over the snake doesn't mean you killed the snake. And that's your reading. I hope that helps. Not a lot of it made sense to me, but I don't think it was supposed to.
Hello, Linda.
Hello. Also, as a PSA, if you guys are doing stuff tonight for the full moon eclipse, kick ass, do good shit. It's going to be a good one to do stuff for and with.
Just be careful.
Excuse
Words
me.
matter. Intentions matter. Don't be stupid. Have fun.
Pretty much.
100%.
Okay. Next up is April. Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm glad to help, Mandy. I hope it did. Like I said, it didn't make much sense to me as I was saying it, but it's not always supposed to.
It wasn't for you.
Pretty much. Talk to your moon, by the way.
It's not about you, it's the consumer.
Pretty much, and I'm okay with that as long as it made sense to the consumer. Because if the consumer needs me to answer questions, I will. It was one of those. What?
Your Costco card is expired.
I'm reaching out to you about your extended warranty.
Right. That's the son of your supervisor.
Fuck.
Jeez. Full Duke Nukem.
All right, April Kennedy, General All, and also Jake said that card was from Suspiria. Suspiria.
Suspiria.
And Tyree wants a general reading.
I need a little more than the name. I'm not familiar with it.
I'm not either.
If you want, just like send me the name of my messenger or something, so I can like why that weird word that I won't know what the fuck it is in my messenger from you. So that way I can look it up later and do my own research, because I know I don't like doing it, and that's fine. Totally fair. Okay.
And Linda, I didn't get the stars, but that does not mean much. That's one of the other reasons for trying to switch a little bit more to the Venmo, but I'm refreshing my speed to see if I did. I believe you, though. I know you actually do send them. So let me know in the comments what you would like your question to be and your reading. Also, Clayton, I saw your ask to be on there. So just let me know who you would like to read you and I'll get you taken care of, okay?
Interesting.
Yeah, I can absolutely get you in. Also, it's an Italian horror flick. Weird lighting, not my bag. That's fair.
Okay. Mambo Italiano.
What time is it?
It is 9:15.
You guys have 45 minutes
And then
to get on the list.
send a fairy on there. Doo-doo-doo.
Damn it.
Not yet, but that is okay. I'm on kind of a delay anyway, Linda.
Yeah, we're on like a 16th second delay between what we say and do and what actually gets to you guys. So it takes a little bit of time.
Yes, but I am refreshing. I actually just closed it out, so I'll be a little bit later on this read for you, April. Come on. Doo-doo-doo. But let me know in the... I feel like asking narrows my answer. Okay. Do.
Dude.
Okay. And gosh, Clayton. Okay, April General.
General.
I know, Jake. I promise. He was like, speaking of which, on posters on the wall. We're actually probably redoing this entire room.
Very soon.
Okay.
Which is actually one of the reasons why we haven't. Because a lot of this is going to be shifting and going other places. So, because Lord God, we need a little bit more room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And when you're ready, Mike, I'm going to let you go first.
I might need a
Fuck.
minute.
Okay. We'll see what we get here.
If you want, I can go first in a second.
No, it's fine. So I'm using my outdoors deck because why not? Everybody needs touch grass. But all jokes aside, it is a different kind of Granddad Wisdom deck. And I rolled, because there's a die, I rolled for what type of reading you were going to have, and you got the campsite. This is talking specifically about taking respite. This is this whole reading is about you being in a space where you need to stall or you need to take time, as opposed to being forced to. This is a high recommendation. And it comes across pretty strongly. The very first card that you get is Drowning. This is obviously not an awesome card. The biggest reason why is, it's fighting a costly affliction's weight. So this is literally a card that talks about consequences of choices and getting to a point to where things are becoming overwhelming. Whether that is with relationships or day-to-day stuff or business or whatever, this first card is talking about certain things not being the priority that probably should have been. And now things are beginning to pile up, whether that's emotional or mundane. The next card you get is the Jackrabbit, and it's tracking a clever critter's shadow. This means that you literally have been like Alice chasing the white rabbit. There have been plenty of signs of things to do and pay attention to and take care of. And you have been told probably multiple times by multiple flavors, multiple people, your body giving out different things, you need to stop or you're going to wind up hurting yourself. And we're chasing this particular kind of high or this particular goal or dream, and you're not giving yourself a chance to actually rest. Next card you have is the Bay, as in, down by the sea. Grieving an authentic heritage. So this one is talking specifically about understanding loss. And this isn't just people. It could be, but this isn't just people. Death comes in multiple forms, in many different forms, whether that's ego, whether that's passage of time, memory, actual people, pets, opportunities. There's a lot of things that die and move on. There are a lot of things that we should let die and move on. And that is literally what it is that we're actually looking at here is you're being forced to take time to understand that some of what is on your plate doesn't belong there. And some of what you're wanting to be on your plate isn't for you. The last card, which is fitting for you, it actually is. It's pretty cool. You get the hiking cat, confronting a close companion's reluctance. And it's pretty cool. It's kitty cat that is out with their people. Notice how I'm putting that. Kitty cat out there with their people. This means literally what it sounds like. Your partners have probably been trying to tell you something that you haven't really wanted to hear, and you should probably listen. Whether that is out of a concern that you don't have for yourself, or it is some kind of conflict that you guys may have, you should probably take the time to get that sorted before you guys get too heavily busy with the holiday season. Otherwise, may not work out the best. But by the reading, it's literally something that is actually weighing on you too, whether you realize it or not, hence drowning card. Our choices affect us, even if it is to walk away. So just remember, again, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. That's going to be the theme this month, apparently. Next.
Let me go.
Sure.
You got a lot. Okay, so I pulled Dragon Runes and a Crow card. So I'm going to pronounce the names the best that I can. I apologize, guys. So the first one you got is Ninethin, we're going to call it, which is the growth card, Forest Dragon. A lot of nature stuff, but it's got this very as above, so below, and it even references Yggdrasil in the book. So it's just staying connected with, staying grounded in yourself, and what's going on, and then also staying connected with whatever your higher power is, your ancestors, and keeping that open in communication channels, because if you don't have that connection, if you're not listening to that connection, if you sever that connection, everything else is fucked. Then you've got Sathian, which is new beginnings, and it's kind of like an arrow, which is represents like changes, new beginnings, cycles. Like something is definitely going to change, regardless of whether you try to stop it or not. Things are changing, and staying connected and doing what you're supposed to be doing while these changes happening, no matter how hectic they are, how crazy they are. As long as you are, staying true to yourself, like you're going to navigate them well. And then we have Than, which is basically a stick dude holding his arms up to the sky, which is talk to your ancestors, talk to your higher power, fucking listen to what they say and take that into what you do every day, because you are connected. You have all these people you work with, but you're not listening like you should be. And then we have this Crow card. It's the 10 of Pentacles. and studied it for a while. And I'll let you look at the picture. It's not really good. It might tell you something. But basically, you've got 3 crows like in the background, and you've got 2 kind of on this little shelf, and then you've got, you know, all this stuff on the ground. And what I'm seeing, and if you flip it upside down, you got 1, 2, 3. But what I see in this card is you have the 2 crows on that shelf, and they're pulling at stuff and they're tearing at stuff, and they're not letting the guys behind them, you know, come in. They're not sharing. They're being very overpowering, very dominant. What they don't realize is as they're pulling on that stuff and being assholes about it, they're letting the ground come out from underneath them, and there's this giant cave underneath them. So if they don't share the problems, the goods and the bads with their chosen, you know, murder, they are going to fall on this cliff, and who knows what's going down there? Who knows what's going to happen? It's not going to be good. So stay connected, pay attention. Change is coming, and be ready for it. I love you.
So mine is very similar to both of theirs. I also got an as above, so below reading, but this is with a face that I don't normally talk to. And this is one that you are very familiar with. The crux of the reading is these 3 cards: the Magus, the 8 of Cups, and the Hermit. And I'm actually using a deck that I know you know. So specifically, you need to take a break, dude. You have to. And I quote, if she doesn't stop now, there will be a lot more dire consequences. Those weren't the exact words used, but it was a heavy fucking warning. This particular point in time is an actual chance for you to change how it is that you work in your practice and how it is that you work mentally, physically, and spiritually, because the spiritual and the practice aren't necessarily lining up on the same fronts. And that's part of the reason that you need to take this respite. 1 for your body, 2 for your mind, 3 for your spirit. Because right now you're fighting yourself in a direction that it's almost like you don't understand. You don't know why you're fighting this. At least that's the way that it's coming through on the cards. And that's where you're sitting on the as above. Because the so below is where you're trying to get and where it is that you need to be. And that's with the Magus, the 8 of Cups, and the Hermit. You have to find what it is that's causing this main issue. Because if you don't, you're just going to keep stacking things on top of it. And it's going to eventually lead to a massive house of cards. Just be afraid. Don't be afraid to dig deep. Because right now it's coming through like you are afraid to. And as much as I do understand that, you're going to have to this time. It would be another really good idea to actually sit and talk to the moon tonight for that eclipse. There's a reason I keep saying it so much. A lot of people need to get through that grief it is that they're holding on to. In this particular case, it's a different type of grief for you. And that's what it is that you need to actually have a decision about and have a talk about. Because the current faces that are around you have stopped trying to have that conversation because you're not listening. Which is why this one is stepping in. This one is going to be one that you can't not listen to. Things will fade away as you talk to them because they will make sure that you fucking listen. And that's essentially the crux of the read. And then the other portion is simply just don't be afraid. Just watch out for the signs. You'll know when it is that they're trying to talk to you because you've tried ignoring them already unsuccessfully. I hope that helps.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate it, dude.
What's up?
Keith shared us out, but he's on the call.
Thank you, Bubba.
Pretty much, essentially, April. Take a break, do your shit, and sleep. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And you got the Lover's card as I was trying to put it up, so that's a good thing.
Involve your partners in your shit in healthy ways.
Because I use the ancient Egyptian tarot cards. Okay.
That's the first time I pulled Hiking Cat. I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's neat as shit. Like, that's such a cool card. I love when people take their cats on hikes. I think it's neat.
So Dad had me buy a harness and a leash for Salem
Uh-huh.
because he wants to take him on walks.
Yeah.
Which right now would just consist of him sitting on the porch and letting him run
Love
around.
you.
But he's pretty much been stationary since we put the thing on him.
Cats usually don't dig leashes
Right. Like,
after they get a
when I
certain
was
age.
first putting it on, he's kind of like, "What are you doing to me?" And once he realized that, I was like, "Oh God!" But I'm stronger than him, so and it's like purple for mom, but it's also like kind of like a sparkly puffy vest.
Oh God, I bet he does hate it.
Oh, he hates it. He just sits there and
Has he peed on it yet?
no, like, he's too fat to contort his body and to get on it. Like we haven't taken it off.
Shit.
It's hilarious.
I think so.
Okay. So next up is mom. She wants an all read, but has a question. Is Hestia the goddess that has been reaching out to her? If so, is there something specific she wants to discuss or just to get acquainted?
Now, that one's an interesting thing. If you have to ask the question, you already know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you need the confirmation, that's cool. But we're probably not going to get a solid read other than a yay or nay. So, you might want to either reword that or come at us with a different question. Just being honest.
That way it's not just like a yay.
Cool. Yeah,
or a
you're right.
nay.
No, she doesn't know you. Or, yeah, cool. You know, she got them digits.
How about a general read instead? Yeah, she got them digits.
I know.
Just now.
I couldn't even say anything to that. Just slap me.
Oh God. All right, general all. Oh, fuck, ow. If there's something I need to know, it will come out in the general read. True.
It's true. You can almost guarantee that Hestia is the one that's actually wanting to talk to you. And if you talk to her first, she's going to tell you what she wants. So that's the reason why I was like, we may not be able to give you what you want out of that reading.
Little Devin Rex has been getting the fuck around.
He does his due diligence, to say the least.
Because I keep hearing his little teasing thing.
I know shit you don't know, motherfucker.
Yeah, literally. I know something you don't know. I'm like, dude, you've been fucking getting around.
Little snake laugh. Little asshole.
He's been coming out in full force tonight, though. He showed up in that last reading, too. The Shakespeare Tarot.
Forsooth, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Shakespeare, bitch.
Wilhelm the Magnificent in his house.
Wilhelm can also mean penis.
It said it that way. So is a shaken spear. But,
Oh.
So this is a courage card, but he's definitely got a cat's tail poking out at the bottom.
Kick ass. Little strength.
Just a little bit.
Gossip penis.
Derogatory terms for penis.
John.
And go.
Oh, I know a couple of those.
Yeah. I don't know many Johns that aren't dicks.
That's kind of where I'm getting at.
Richards either.
There's a lot of Richard Dicks.
I went to school with a kid named Richard Dick. Actual name.
That's heinous.
Because that was a drunk.
He was.
There you go. I just calls them like I sees them. I
So
speak
did
the
his father.
truth.
Motherfucker.
Sorry, Dick Richard.
Oh
So we used to call him Dick Dick.
Dick squared.
That one went around.
no! Bringing around town.
Oh,
We used to call him the Dick with two heads.
Oh,
Cerebrus.
Might be awful people.
As
We have a ticker. It's okay.
long as you sing it, it's not mean.
shit.
You know, I just have to John Popper it.
Right.
It doesn't matter what I sing as long as I sing with inflection. Let's see. That's an interesting.
Oh well.
That is a very interesting start to this read.
Oh, Dick Jackson. There's nothing about Peter. That's good.
Would you like to go first?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. So out the gate, you need to light you a candle, not one of the ones that you would typically light, a different one just for you. Because the card starting out with was the magician, and I'm like, all right, what element is she missing? But the only thing that I'm seeing is the fire and the wind. There's literally all of the elements on this card, but the only two that are popping out are the fire and the wind.
Candle magic, huh?
So I was like, you need to light you a candle.
Candle magic.
You do also have somebody that is hanging out with you, but this is specifically like a new face. I can't confirm or deny the current one yet. I would say you're probably very, very correct. I'm just not being allowed to go, yeah, totally, 100%. That's who it is.
It's definitely Hestia. I can tell you that now.
But specifically that candle magic, she needs you to light a candle. Not one to welcome her in, but it's one specifically that she wants to help you light. It's for something specific.
Sure.
And at the current moment, I'm not being directly told what it is, except for the fact that part of it is going to knock out some of your ego. Because Valor and Pride Excel is reversed for the next card. And those are the two cards for the candle. Which is weird because I figured, because the card is actually Hector from Trollos and Cressidia, but it's literally the Six of Wands and it's reversed. But the only thing that matters is the gold and the red, and it says Valor and Pride Excel, but it's reversed. Which I find cool.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Also, you are being directly told that this is not the time to rest right now. It is time to actually pick up that sword and keep on trucking. You got something coming that's going to require both, and she's actually happy to help you with that.
Her's actually a good goddess for that.
Your actions, my dreams. Your actions are my dreams. So you're probably about to have some weird fucking dreams as well, because that's kind of the key thing. Is that's going to be one of the easiest ways for her to actually talk to you, because your mind is at enough ease at those moments to actually listen. But she does like talking to you at night. She also likes talking to you while you're in the forest. She also likes talking to you while you're in your kitchen.
She likes talking to you.
She does. She thinks you're cool. in like an awesome way. She's got a really intense but calming presence. It's kind of interesting. But she's about to help you knock out some spell work that's attempting to be sat. I don't understand the point, or I don't understand what she means by that. It's like it's attempting to actually take hold, but it's not able to at the current moment. But this is going to be a heavy boundaries thing for you. Because the big kind of kicker here is Lady Macbeth with the Queen of Swords. So you're probably about to have some pretty massive shifting change come your way too. All in all, though, as far as the Shakespearean tarot goes, it's not a tragedy, which is fantastic. It's actually more of a ballad, but it's like a calling to you. What's that? The specific one that you always say? I will come for you like a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
This is her trying to do that. This is her extending her hand. And she has been with you quite a while. Watched you grow up. Watched you become the woman that you are. And is excited to see where you'll be. That's all for me.
Right on. So I definitely got, as this unfolded, the person, because like as you were doing yours, there were different keywords that you different words you were saying that kept popping up with this card. Specifically, the things you would say were either things that I was seeing or things that are literally on the card. So I feel like that is definitely confirmation from everybody. And then when you talk about lighting the candle, I literally got two women in gold here, fairies, fae. She's got a lit cigarette and she's twirling literally, and she looks like flames. So, and she's outside in nature. She's about a window with the clouds. So outside in nature, lighting the candle, definitely a thing. And then these two were like the actual reading. And you've got call and courage, and you've got submerge. So basically, you've got water and fire, and it's just kind of a reminder that if and when shit gets heavy, you have what you need in your toolbox to get through it. And don't forget the people that you work with, the entities you work with, and things. And just don't get blinded by emotional stuff. It's standing strong and fighting for what you believe in, but making sure that you don't get bogged down by like extraneous things. Because hearts on the sleeves and whatnot. That's all I got.
Awesome. Yeah, I talked to her. She's been around. She is definitely the particular face, and literally, we have the Bastion. For those who don't know what that is, it's literally the final fortress. It's the one that is the big spot where all the wounded, the women, the children go during war times, and it's usually set back farther away from the actual front line. It's usually the last fortification. You have that followed by the champion, and then followed by the gatekeeper. So literally what they have been telling you as far as breaking down your boundaries when it comes to these particular things is going to be really crucial. And the things in question, we have sacrifice over the Bastion. In other words, you've got to loosen the grip. You can't claim to do something or to talk with certain entities or to have a specific ability and then have a chokehold on what it is that you agree to. It's a two-way street as far as trust. They're trusting you just the same to carry out what it is that you said that you would agree to. And right now, there is a holdup. There's something there that is in the way. Over the champion, we have the resolute. In other words, you're wanting to do what it is that you have promised to do or what it is that you need to do. It's just you're not trusting the answers that you've been given. these answers are illogical, or, it can't be that easy, or, there's usually some kind of statement that comes along with it that winds up, being the quote unquote wizard brain reaction to things. Let's see. The gatekeeper has the lever over top of it. In other words, this is 100% what has been blocking you from being free. It's literally a situation, that whole thing, I will come for you as a thief in the night. In a lot of religious text, including the Bible, but in a lot of religious text or in spiritual understanding, that statement is thrown around quite a bit. And so is, you are my bride and I am your groom. I will come for you as a thief in the night when it is our time. Is literally the whole situation. Hilarious. Which is the whole situation here. They're waiting on you to accept their love, to actually trust, to actually surrender, to give in. And there's the confirmation, this last card of your particular read from me. You got the Navigator, which is literally the star card in this deck. This is the way. This is the guidance. So I think you got it, chick. And it may sound like a harsh read that you got from us. It's really not. It's just telling you to get out of your own way. Hopefully we were able to help you.
I hope so. Next up is Dad for a general.
General. Okay.
And I'm catching up on a couple of comments. Yes, so we do still have a little bit of time that we can get on the list. So the way that it works is in the comments, you can let me know who you would like to read you. If you would like a reading, that is Mike over there. That is Steve. I am Pat. If you send in stars or some on the Venmo, then you get bumped to more of the top of the list. And that also gets you the chance for an all read. So, Miss Linda Donaher, I will get you on.
What time is it?
It is 9:46, so y'all have 14 minutes.
What time is it?
Time. That one got me. That one got me. All right.
Jackpot.
Melanie, you have not missed your reading. You are actually after the current read that we have.
This is why we tell y'all to get here as soon as you can. We do Tarot Night Live the last Thursday of every month. So if you don't get on this go, you know how to catch us. You can also get a reading from us anytime throughout the month if you would like. All you have to do is set up an appointment at spiritmechanics.com or with us here on Facebook. I really need something to drink.
You may go to something.
No, I'll get it here in a minute.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I will get you added to the list, Miss Melissa. And just let me know if you would like a general reading or if you have a specific question for him. Happy full moon, guys. Happy eclipse. General reading for Dad.
You get the cats too. half in and half out. You see things from both sides, so you can give multiple perspectives at once.
Can absolutely get you added. Just let me know if you have a specific question, April, and who you would like to read you.
Interesting on that.
So is the fact that you guys wanted to use this deck and then immediately I can't shuffle it. No, not tonight. Talk to Tyree.
He is indisposed.
He is indisposed, uh-huh. You may be my grandmother, that is true. Not a... Fucking creepy. Fucking creepy. Okay.
Interesting.
She says to get off your ass and read and study and pay attention.
Was she talking to us or you?
That is the message. She just came and yelled at me.
Was
So
she
I don't
talking to
know.
us or you? Okay. He's like, I don't know.
I have no clue who it's meant for.
I mean, any of the four of us?
It's probably for Dad and several of us.
And actually pay attention because
I know you.
stuff is being seen and it's being overlooked. Now I'm going back into hibernation.
Okay.
Godspeed, man.
I love her.
You told her. I told her to go talk to you.
And she didn't come through cards.
Oh no, she'll yell at you. She's been yelling at me.
Mike, would you like to go first?
I can go.
Cool.
So mine's pretty straightforward. It's not bad. It's frustrating probably for you. So we've got Ionali, these dragon runes, which kind of represents passion, the fire, what gets you going, what you've been incarnate, a million fucking times to be doing, what your thing is. Stresses being a teacher of sorts, getting all of this knowledge that maybe you sometimes can't use, but you probably find the person who needs it. You just get it and then deliver that kind of stuff, along with developing your own self. So it's just kind of embracing and getting comfortable with your role, whatever your role is, and just using that role to your advantage. Think about what it is, think about how it's portrayed in different literature and movies and stuff, and find the pros and the cons of it, what you're comfortable with, what you need to work on, and use the system instead of trying to break the system. We've got Sathian again, which is change. It's reversed. So especially with Tiamat's rune coming up at the end, which is like infinite possibilities. So it kind of is like the whatever light bulb moment may have already happened or is happening right now, and the possibilities are literally endless, but that there's just so much going on. So being knowing your role and knowing where you're going, you're kind of at that like precipice of the thing. So just stay grounded, keep asking questions, keep doing what you're doing, and just remember that you can do what the fuck ever you want to do. You're going to be good at it as long as you apply yourself in the right way. That's what I got.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all.
No, not bad. Same thing with mine. It's not bad. It's a little bit more. I'm sure Gma is going to have a lot to say here shortly. Especially when it comes to you and Dawn, she usually does. So I'll try to make mine short and sweet as well. You have Untouchable, followed by the Navigator, followed by the Conqueror, which is an interesting thing. So the Conqueror is the one that overcomes. You know, it's the person or entity, being whatever, that is able to not just endure, but to rise to the challenge and overcome it. So right now, you are literally on your way to finding what it is that you need to do, and you probably have an idea of what you need to do already. You either, because I love you both, you and Dawn have the same hang up. Trusting is a very difficult issue for two different reasons. But right now, you're literally being shown that you can overcome your current situation. And how do we do that? So we have Champion. That particular title has been told to you on multiple occasions for a very interesting reason. It's not necessarily that you are supposed to be a champion for certain people or entities. It's you're supposed to be a champion through them. Followed by Innocence, which is literally the Fool card in this deck, but coming on the back of the Champion. This is literally talking specifically about allowing yourself to be a sword, be a shield, you know, be the one that takes the hit for others, but also be the one that hits so others don't. You know, this is that balance thing. And what you're being told now is to observe, which is something that you've literally already been aware of. You know, your flavors, your guides, they've already told you what it is that you need to watch for. What they're waiting on is for you to challenge. And what I mean by challenge is not oppose them or to cause some kind of issue, but to actually rise up to those challenges that are presented. Don't wait on them to tell you or to give you that particular marching order. You already know what it is that you need to be doing, but involve them in it. Make sure that they are told, make sure that they are present, make sure that you give them credit along with what it is that you do. It's really cool what's on the way. And I find it very hilarious. Actually shuffled the whole bit, did it in front of you guys on camera. The last card was the Sentinel. Literally the one that guards the door. The one that is always there, the one that is ever present, and the one that can whip that ass or prevent that ass from getting whipped. This is what a champion does. They are a warrior of their people in the name of their chosen ruler. You know, they are a hero. So just keep that in mind. Heroes never have to be called heroes. Heroes just do what it is they do. Hopefully that helped.
Stop trying to protect her. She can protect herself. You've been asked to do something very specific. I'm not going to get into details about it tonight, but you need to be able to focus on that. And right now you're focused in the wrong direction. Go back the other direction. You know where you need to be. You know what it is you're supposed to be doing at the current moment. Part of that involves her, yes, but it's not that your paths are necessarily just parallel. Do they intersect? Yes. However, they also part because they helix. If you don't go your direction and she doesn't go hers, you can't meet back in the middle because you don't know where the middle is. Stop trying to force it. It comes far naturalier to you than what you expect and what you think it should. Also, talk to your grandfather. He's been trying to reach out and you've been ignoring him. That's all.
Oh my goodness.
At least she kept it short.
That's hilarious though.
What's really funny is the card that didn't want to drop out, that wanted to stay out.
There it is. The Observer.
Oh, fuck. Hopefully that helped. You know what's funny too is that the two cards that have come through actually clear tonight that have been shown are that card and the Sentinel.
Fucking fly.
Okay. Next up is Miss Melanie Thacker,
That sounds like a cool name.
right? Dad just said, yep.
Yep.
Mom sent like 12 laughy emojis.
You're
Okay. Miss Melanie Thacker. I know you said that you were driving through, I think, the woods.
yes, she may wind up losing.
Oh, I was going to ask you a question, but you probably can't respond, so I'll just figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to encourage texting and driving.
right.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
She did give me shit for not having Dumbo out. He's in the car. So is Raymond's plaque.
Raymond's like screaming from the back seat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Something's telling me.
And Melanie Thacker would like a general reading for September.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck, Jesus.
I get it.
Dex being all fancy and shit.
Excuse me.
Just for September.
My decks are OCD. My decks are OCD. My OCD. Yeah, my decks are OCD.
My decks are the same as me. My decks are the same as me. Hi, oh, there you go. My decks are the same as me.
Oh,
It's the little things.
it is. Okay. What up?
Right? This one's actually kind of cut and dry. At least as far as like being direct.
The drag deck just said, "We are not dry, honey."
Well, I see why, because you pulled that.
Oh, so I was talking about, I don't know how it came up at BCN today. Me and one of the liaisons were talking about drag and me wanting to be a bearded lady. And I've been invited to be a bearded lady in a few different drag places. It just hasn't worked out. And she's like, "Oh, Tom over there, he's in the bearded something's from Lexington. You should go talk to him." I'm like, "Well, fuck." So, I keep getting pulled towards being a bearded lady in a drag club in Lexington. So
Hey, do it,
I think I'm
man.
going to try to make this a thing.
Hey, do it.
I think it'd be fun as hell.
I think so.
I mean, it's just kind of like a Tuesday.
It's a thing.
All right. And it's fun. Okay. Thanks for doing my job for me, guys.
Okay. Very good. Actually.
I can go first.
Okay.
You need to explain to me why.
So you got a fuckload of pentacles.
Um,
And by a fuckload, I mean the first three cards after I shuffled were the Page of Pence, the Three of Pence, and the Seven of Pence.
motherfucker. All right.
Which tells me a couple of things. One, you have your mindset on a very specific prize. But that's not going to bring you the happiness that you think it will.
So that's what that is. Okay.
So, here's the other kicker. One is understanding what it means to be an empowered woman versus a strong one. Because you got the Empress reversed. And that kind of leads into the main point of this endeavor that you're currently searching for and then currently on is not going to bring you what you think it will. So, here's what will help that. Also, could you please show Daddy's grandchild? He's asking about him. So, here's what's going to help with that. Because you got the Mage reversed and the Five of Cups reversed. So, you really just kind of need to pivot. You specifically need to talk to your divine and you need to figure out what it is that you need to do because it can 100% be corrected and you can be placed onto the right path. But there is something there that is in your way. And it currently looks like it's something that you need to let go of, that you're not letting go of currently. Not necessarily grief, but it's a perspective shift that's really fucking needed. And it's going to actually change this from a ton of pentacles in a weird direction to the actual happiness and the things that you think that you're wanting. And that's pretty much it. That's my read.
So mine's a whole lot of the same, just in a different format. So it's a little bit different perspective, but it's literally the same result. You have recovery, which is awesome. This is, literally coming out of a point where you made some kind of hefty choice or are about to. So things are going to be renewed. Your losses are going to be recouped, whether that is time, standing, or even financial. Things are going to be returned as long as your patience holds out. That's key here. And that's kind of where we're kind of coming back into Pat's reading. As long as your patience holds out, things are going to be returned to you as they should, followed by generosity. This is all the pence that she got. And it doubles down on the first card. Everything's going to return to a state of normalcy and probably better than. Now, here is where it literally comes into Pat's read. We have the Trickster card next, followed by the Mirror. It's literally you not necessarily deceiving yourself, but there is a particular decision that you're wanting to make as opposed to the one that you're needing to make. And these last two cards are basically telling you that if you lose the first two, it's because you were your literal own saboteur. You were your own trap layer. Basically a self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, I don't deserve these things, or well, that would never happen for me, or those kinds of things. Be careful of those thoughts. They may come true. But right now, as far as things are concerned, you're on your way to seeing good things in September. Just be mindful of your ego and your choices. Next.
Okay. Took me a while.
Sometimes it do.
Right. But it was fun.
Okay.
All right. So it's one of those balance reads. So first card I got, I don't know if you know Supernatural, but this is Baby. This is Dean's card, and it was reversed. And tonight, I don't typically fuck with reverses, but tonight it's been a thing. So if you know about Dean and his car, the Super Sport or whatever,
The
when it comes to Baby, the Impala, when it comes to Baby, nothing else matters. He will literally murder a baby and then go kill a god for this car. Car is everything. He's a good guy, but car is everything. So everything else gets blinded out, and everything else in this picture is old and is deteriorating. So it's like, yes, the shiny thing is pretty and shiny, but perspective is important. Don't let things get out of balance. And then we've got from my drag deck, we got the Runway Queen.
Hell yeah.
Which is, you are powerful, own your power and all the things, be confident, be strong, but don't let that get out of balance. Again, it's the balance. It's, like it is, the you show, but treat your co-stars and your help with like people, not like the help. You know what I mean? It's the balance again. And then we've got the blank slate from the Bob Ross deck. And then after that, I got the Sower of Discord also reversed. And those are two are important for them to go together because you've got this blank canvas, you've got this big open space of infinite possibilities, or also, oh my God, what the fuck do I do? And that's where the Sower of Discord comes in because you're in the space where you're letting your mind freak you out and terrify you of all these different possibilities of things that could or could not happen. All the temperatures you haven't even taken the first step yet. So it doesn't matter if it could, if it might, whatever, because we're not going to know either way until you get there. It's kind of like the Schrodinger's cat card. Like until you step forward, you can't fall backwards. So you have to do it, whatever it is. And then I've got the animal runes. We've got the bison and we've got the horse. This is Aruz and Iwaz. You've got strength, you've got patience, and you've got partnership and teamwork. So it's somewhere in all of that chaos and fear, you need to calm it down, sit with yourself because you've got the strength, you got the runway model, remember? So you've got the power, you've got the snap, do your thing, know what you're doing, make your plans before you take your steps, and work with people, your team, your guides, whatever. Don't forget that everyone around, all the resources you have is there available to help you whenever you're ready because you're not alone. God, fuck, you're not alone. I'm good.
So I got thumped in the head. A little bit more for you is a straight kind of warning on this. It's very much be careful of making the same decisions of your past. So this is a cycle. And if you're concerned about repeating it, be mindful of why it is that you're concerned about repeating it. Because I was trying to put the deck up and the Two of Swords came out and the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. And I was like, okay, cool. So would you actually like for me to tell her that? And they were like, oh, if you so choose. And then it wasn't a choice.
As it goes.
Right.
So be mindful of making the same mistakes. Be mindful of the cycle. Because that's part of the key for what it is that you're actually needing to look for, what it is that you are looking for. If you can find the cycle, you can find out how to not repeat it.
You hold the paintbrush.
You hold the paintbrush.
But don't stand too close to your paint thinner.
It depends on the goals.
That got Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I know. That's what got him.
True.
Anyway.
I think I'm done now.
Make happy thoughts. Sorry.
Shit.
Think happy thoughts.
There are no mistakes. There are only happy accidents.
Oh, shit. Called. Oh, no.
Bob Ross is my hero.
He's one of mine, actually. I fucking love Bob Ross.
Hopefully that helps, Melanie. Clayton, are you still hanging out, man?
Oh, shit. I need a tree deck.
Good.
I have a tree deck. I got a nature deck. That'll work.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Motherfucker is a group.
In a pinch and pinch, right? As soon as he was on here, I'm like, oh, shit. Hey, Clayton, if you're still there, let me wait to see if you're still there. I have a question
Melanie
for
said
you.
thank you.
You're very welcome. Clayton.
Clayton. Hey, Courtney, is Clayton still there?
Wake him up. You don't care how he's got to work.
Yay!
Awesome.
Okay, so
Out of curiosity, if you can see that, Clay, is that one of yours? And if so, message me and tell me what it means. He's creating a tree rune alphabet.
oh,
Sick.
I think so.
so
Did he have a particular?
yes, he needs a heading. He has recently lost his job
I see.
Oh,
and needs a heading.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
not a fact. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bones.
So you're getting bones from Mike.
Yeah. We have a ticker.
Time, could definitely use a heading. Yeah. We got you.
Best we can, bud.
Right, guys. You know why. I give you your respect. You give them theirs.
Tis not, but do want to look. So you may have to send him a picture of it later.
Right on.
Fine, I won't touch it. Shit. I was gonna put his cloth back, and it was like, Jesus.
Don't you fucking touch me.
Oh, fuck.
Unhand me.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
No, bitch.
You seem a little too big for your britches.
Okay. Oh, I guess we can use. Maybe you don't need to use your bones.
Well, I still need to find those.
I hear them.
No. Maybe. I hear them. No, that's not it. That's not it. The thing with the off.
Momentary pause. All right. For Clayton, needs a heading.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
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 Okie dokie.
Okay. Well, this is literally.
Badger, 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 badger.
Mushroom, coyote. Okay. Interesting on that.
Did you find this?
No. I haven't touched your stuff, but I tried to touch your cloth and it hissed at me. But
Taking another look. Okay. That's an interesting start.
that's an interesting presence for this read.
Because they were attached to my purse and then they weren't there. So they must have just, I might not have clipped them right. They fell over here on the floor. I don't know how they got up there. I didn't put them there. Yeah, well, I mean, now I know how they got up there, but I don't know how they got up there.
Your guess is as good as ours. Because we haven't moved.
Mm-mm.
Well, no, I know it wasn't you. I know who it was. I just didn't know he followed me. Dave.
That makes sense.
Dave knows he's safe around here.
Yeah.
Dave is here now. Interesting.
Are you what smells like peppermint?
Maybe.
Not really.
Yeah.
But Tyree's doing things.
Usually he smells like.
No, I meant like physically doing things. Because I smelt it.
You smell it in the air too?
Yeah, but it's either essential oil or actual leaf. So I don't know. Tyree may be doing things. Because it's potent. So it's either
I'm not going first.
it's either a tea or a diffuser or something like that.
You want to go first?
I can.
Okay.
So we're looking at the outdoors deck because you're a fucking tree, and in the best ways. But I rolled the die because with this particular deck, you choose your particular destination, what it is that you are actually going to be doing on your particular outdoors trip, and you got the anchor, which is an interesting situation.
I'm not doing anything.
You currently are. You're lurking, but the anchor is Tyree's literally outside the door right there. Talking about going fishing. It's talking about deep sea fishing, but it's also about literally being out on the water, exposing yourself to the elements, and allowing things to take hold, like the wind carrying you. The nature of the wave drifting you, that kind of thing. This is going to be a particular read that talks about being careful of your stress level and the reasons for it. So we have rosehip addressing a growing ailment. We already know what that is. Stress and placing a lot of hefty obligation on ourselves. There's a difference between having responsibility and accountability for that responsibility and forcing ourselves to be pigeonholed into a mentality that isn't healthy. So be careful of your stress level during this particular time. We have the American badger next, which is heeding a powerful animal's bark. This is one of those things of be mindful of who and what is actually trying to talk to you. Yeah, everybody, including Divine's opinions, are just that. They are opinion. However, most opinions are usually grounded in some kind of reasoning or fact. It's good to take them into account. You don't just have to be entertained by it. Now, here's where things start to get interesting. You have rafting, meeting a calling challenge. Now, that one's really interesting, especially with the first two, because this is talking about something that you've been pulled towards, or you've been told that you were good at, or you could make a living at, or it's something that has always been there. You just didn't think it would be feasible to make money on it. Or it would be seen as a viable career path. However, you're going to find that it's probably the best thing that you could do, especially right now, because it will help you stay financially secure while it is you are finding a different job, or it will put you in a position to make money without having to kill yourself doing it. Admiring a close companion's candidness. That is a complete mouthful. It's the coyote. This is talking specifically not just about courting, but this is also talking about your flavor of God, even if it's just nature, even if it's just source or energy or whatever you want to call it. It is paying attention to the signs that you are being given, as well as the words being spoken by those close to you and most trustworthy. Challenging a resilient tool's guidance, which is the compass card. So we're doubling down at this particular point on the fact that you've been told, you've been steered in this direction, you've been given signs. Man, find what it is that you love and do it. Right now, you're being given an opportunity that a lot of people usually don't have. And is it a risk? Yeah, it is. But you're going to find that there's going to be a lot more to this than just, 100%. there's going to be a lot more to it, man. A lot of good things. A lot of good things. The route you're currently heading, because you're fighting against what you've literally been told for years, even if it's just been subtle, has you literally crashing on the rocks, man. Do cool shit. Whether you subscribe to what it is that we all do or you got your own thing, which you do. You got to quit stressing it. You got to just allow yourself to do it, man. You can literally walk outside right now with your hand out and someone would give you a job. This is giving you an opportunity to do something that you love to do and get paid for it, and then find a job to supplement that. I would take it, but that's just me. Next.
Sure. Okay, so bear with me. May I touch the box?
Which
Yep.
one?
The man that's in the land and the mountain and everything.
Oh, it's still Lewis.
Yeah, you can touch it.
All right. So just stay with me. So basically, this I was going to explain the read the best that I can. So this kind of is a representation of like kind of where you are right now. So you look at the box, and it's this dude who's like, he is the land. You know, it's kind of very Odin-esque for me because you got the raven and everything, but he is the water, he is the mountains, he is the reflection, he is everything there. So that's you just kind of like sort of one with everything, being the earth, you know, working with the earth, doing your thing, but you're gazing off at something, you know, something we can't see. So what you're looking at is the shiny thing, the goal, whatever that is, creating something, a job, and you're worried about the obstacles in the way, and also like tainting, you know, you yourself, your energy, and what you're creating by involving other people or the man or money or whatever. You know, the risks of, you know, keeping your balance in line and staying afloat and all the different things, keeping one with what makes you happy, not losing yourself for, you know, monetary or financial wealth, but you do need prosperity. You do need to be able to live and survive and support yourself and your family. So as long as you are focused on the correct vision of what you need, all the bullshit will stay out of the way and everything kind of comes into balance. There'll be struggles, things are going to have teeth, but you're going to go ahead and know how to navigate it as long as the two of you do it together.
So literally I had an interesting presence kind of pop in. I know that you don't always do the weird, but one of the heads of the summer court popped in. And so I thought that was pretty fucking neat, which is one of the biggest, you know, rock out, do it. I'm not going to finish the rest of that sentence. I probably could, but
Yeah, we got to take her.
rock out with your cock out.
There you go.
You got it. You're good. If you're looking for confirmation that it'll be okay, yes, it will be okay. No, I can't tell you anything more than that because you already have your heading. You just have to actually listen to it. That was dead ass what I was told. I was like, I need additional stuff. And it was kind of like a no. Why? I'm like, well, I guess I don't really have a good answer for that. And so that was kind of all I got for you. Essentially, you already know what it is you need to do, which is backing the two of them up. Just do it. Don't be scared. Dope ass presents to have pop in though. Because I was not expecting that. One of the Forge Masters.
I don't think you understand how much of a badass you actually are.
For real. Also, your crow friends will find you. Don't you worry.
Oh, yeah.
They'll know that you're not there anymore and they'll come find you.
Scrawl it is.
They're fucking creepy that way.
They actually
They're
are.
not creepy. They just love you.
Sure thing, man.
Oh, I thought you were saying that to Mike.
You're
They just love you. Sure thing, man.
He said thank you, which is why I said sure thing, man.
If I can't eat your trash, you can't have trash.
Shit.
Scroll.
All right. Next up, we have Miss Linda Nelson. And Miss Linda Nelson, I did see your question, but let me know who it is you would actually like to do the tandem for you. Do you want it to be Mike and Steve, Steve and me and Mike, me and
And
Steve?
no hurt feelings if it's
Yeah.
not me. It's totally fine.
Or do you want
Same.
all three of us? Because that's the only thing that I've got as a question for you currently. Miss Linda Nelson. And while I'm waiting on your response, after Miss Linda Nelson, we have Miss Melissa Bagley for Steve.
Okay.
Then we have Gidget. Then we have Danielle. Then we have Tyree. Then we have Linda Donaher. And then we have Miss April. They gave me feathers one a week and I fed them. Yeah, they'll come find you. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Mike, can I pick your bones up?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that them?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I may have spilled some kind of oil on them at some point.
Oh no.
Oh no. It fucked me up because I'm like,
Right. I get it.
okay, cool. All three of us. Dope.
Okay.
Peppermint is a whole
That's why I was like,
cleansing.
wow. Okay. So Miss Linda Nelson
Mhm.
said her spirit cat companion had to cross Saturday night. And besides missing him and feeling a little empty, how will life change or how will I transition through this? Was her question for us.
No. Makes sense to use you.
What was their name?
She did not provide that, but she might be able to for us.
Yeah, Miss Linda, if you could provide their name.
Mm. Well,
What?
The Egyptian, but it was a kitty, so it makes sense. Doo-boop. Casey. Casey.
Okay. Casey. Can you guys go and find Casey for me? All right.
Keep getting told really strongly, don't do blow.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Don't do blow.
Don't do blow repeatedly in my face, flashing colors.
Flashing.
And you said
colors.
Casey and spelled it. Don't do blow. Don't do blow. Don't do blow. No fucking idea.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Have you seen Sun?
Son.
Yeah.
The cat.
Yeah. Big orange ginger.
Not today. Not in the past few days that I know of.
Okay. Because that sounds like a him thing.
I have no desire to do blow. Just letting you all know.
I
Not
didn't,
me.
I didn't figure. No, Son's to get high on life,
Okay.
so he.
So it could be that's his language.
It is.
And that would be a way that I would understand once I realized who he was. So
Yeah.
it might just be okay.
He's a lot like he's modeled after the dude from The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
He's
All right.
also one of the ones that is usually the. All right, go find him.
All right, cool. My alarm level has gone down. I feel like you're safe.
We're not concerned about blow.
I'm like, what the fuck?
We have a ticker.
Like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but it was like,
He was just telling you he was on the hunt.
right, okay, cool. All right, you can say. I mean, now you just use that, and I'll know. But goddamn, I'm like, what do we know about our friend here? Is she okay?
Because he literally he walks around like a stoner because he actually gets high on life.
Cool.
So it's that kind of thing. If he's being serious, he's usually stirring a white Russian with his paw.
Okay.
But typically, if he's stoned out, that means that it's good things.
Right on.
But if he's saying, don't, it's usually it's not a bad situation, but it's a little bit more serious.
It's like kind of rein it in sort of thing.
We're at 12. We need to be instead at a 15.
Right.
Just kidding. We need to be at a 4.
Right.
Okay.
Like you're so out there, you can't even spell OCD right now. Calm the fuck down.
I have definitely been there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All
Okay.
right. Oh, that's sweet though.
Who wants to go first?
Not I, says the me.
I can.
Good.
So essentially, just because the physical body is gone does not mean that Casey isn't still there for you. He's actually a lot closer than you think. One of the key things is specifically don't focus on the sadness, don't focus on the bad things. He really wants you to actually think about what it was like when he was there, and specifically it's the 6 of Cups reversed, but he keeps like knocking a cup off, and which would make it 5, and which is usually a really heavy grief card. But it's literally like a don't be sad that I'm gone. Don't grieve me in that way. If you're going to grieve me in a happy way.
Celebrate my life.
Thank you. That's the phrasing I was looking for. And he'll find his way back to you. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah.
He's already plotting it.
Oh,
Like 100%. You will know when he resurfaces, because he'll randomly just show the fuck up in front of you. Just this random cat that comes out of absolutely fucking nowhere, and you won't have a doubt in your mind that it's him. Leave out my special treats. And at least as far as that goes, that's pretty much all it is that he wants me to know.
So I have the Lover card, followed by the Clever, followed by the Flame. He's wanting you to know that he is 100% still your buddy. Not just that, but he is absolutely going to be showing himself. That's neat. He is going to be showing himself. Gonna keep that in mind, you little shit. You'll know why I called him that here in a second. But we have the Lover, the Clever, and then the Flame. If you don't do candle meditations, you might want to. Little buddy seems to want you to get to know him that way. He's also essentially stating that he is wanting to be a familiar for you. We have over the Lover card, the Trickster. In other words, literally what Pat was talking about, knocking cups off. He's being playful.
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared for those kinds of things to happen. Things to get played with that shouldn't. Things falling that shouldn't. Or, and you'll know what I mean by this because you're a cat owner. Smelling warm cat fur where he shouldn't be laying. Where he wasn't allowed to be when he was here. He's going to be now that he is a spirit. Because you can't tell him no now. We have Adept over the Clever. In other words, he is going to be a very good benefit for you. Cat familiars are awesome that way. I have plenty. We were bringing up Sun just a little bit ago, but I also have departed friends that have gotten me through a lot that were cats. They come back and a rub on the leg, or a purr while you're sleeping, or the weight of them laying next to you. Those kinds of things are things to pay very close attention to, and he is going to be in your face about it. So don't deny him. Flame and curiosity. This is the reason why I was talking about doing candle meditations. It's a very simple thing. Obviously, you light a candle and you vibe with it. You don't have to sit there and ohm with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. If you need those things, that's cool. But the idea is to focus on the flame and let things drift and see what it is that you feel and get. He is going to help you with hidden things and help you prepare for things that you aren't aware of. So he'll be your early warning system. Yep, 100%. Also, he is going to be protecting you from the dead. So those that like to bother or those that are a hindrance right now, he's going to be scaring off. So little man's got your back. He just needs a little bit of time to figure out how to figure it out. Give him how long? Fair? That being the case, I'm not allowed to tell you that. Just for clarity, I literally got the secret card when I asked how long. Which means little man could already be back and ready to go, or it could take him, a few days or a few weeks. But that's between you and him. I think the idea is that he wants you to notice him before he's going to start being a mainstay familiar. But you haven't lost him.
He's just changed forms.
Yep.
Absolutely. So I use my moons deck. So just different phases of the moons, and like different phases of the moons, grief has also got different phases, and believe in the possible, and so it's funny is so these are all moon decks, but I can see a cat, a face, the whole cat, whatever, in each one of these moons, except for this one, which literally is the moon in Leo card, which is a lion. So he's definitely here. His presence is definitely still here. And this one has got a very much above and below again, sort of you gotta let him go for him to be able to come back. And then you got expect powerful change and time for healing. So it's just kind of just trust the process. And then confidence, and then surrender to the divine. It's all about you gotta let yourself heal and grow, and let him go in the ways that are healthy, because you're being tested. And I definitely agree that he's going to be coming back, but you have to go through the process in your time and not worry about him and what he's doing and when he's coming back. You have to heal how you need to heal to move on. That's what I got.
Hopefully that helps.
It's never easy.
No.
Right. Grief sucks.
100%.
But as what is it? Butters used to say, you can only feel that bad now because you felt that good before, and you're going to feel that good again.
That's it.
That's why grief is also amazing.
Fucking Butters.
I know, right?
Next up is Miss Melissa Bagley for Steve.
General.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Do it.
And while Steve is shuffling, just as a reminder, here in a little less than an hour and a half, the full moon eclipse will be at its peak. So for those that are grieving, for those that do need help processing certain emotions, certain things tonight, it's one of the best possible nights for it.
It's also a blood moon eclipse.
It is.
So there is a lot of strength and a lot of ability in this particular celestial event. This is also coming off the back of a solar eclipse.
Yeah.
that close together is kind of rare, actually.
Not to mention the absolute wildness that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Jesus. Also, for those of you who have been wondering where the forecast is, I'm going to be recording that, and Brian and I will be having that out to you either by the end of the weekend or early next week. So we are going to start doing the forecasts again for you guys. All right, Miss Melissa. There that is again. Interesting. I don't need these for that. I know the images well enough by now. All right. So, Miss Melissa, we have the Herald, followed by Elusive, followed by Guardians. This is talking about either feeling or being told in some various sign that there's going to be kind of a regime change. So some friends are going to get closer. Some friends are going to kind of fade away, as life is wont to do. It's going to be something a little bit different this go, though. So the Herald, we have fearsome. In other words, this particular situation talks about having a little bit of a concern. And a lot of people jump to like health or finances. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could just be different relationships. It could be just a change, a risk or a new life path situation, new opportunity that, there's some kind of risk reward, but we have this that's already being shown to us. You see the signs are coming up. We have Elusive followed by the Novice, which is actually an interesting thing and a good thing. This is talking about listening to and keeping those close that have an idea of what the fuck they're talking about. Now, what do I mean by that? If you're in the middle of some kind of distancing of people or an opportunity to do something new or something that you've always wanted to, a new financial break, whatever, don't listen to just any fly-by-night. Make sure that you have somebody that actually has gone through it or at least has some kind of educated knowledge before you do things. Not like I need to fucking tell you that. You being who you are, that's who you are. But this is telling you that whenever this opportunity or this particular issue comes up, don't just listen to who you think is safe. Actually seek out people that know. And then we have Guardians and Secret, which I think is interesting. That means that there are people that you're unaware of, or familiars that you're unaware of, or guides that you're unaware of that have literally been showing you these signs for the past little bit. Subtly or even not so subtly placing things in your way so that you don't have a choice but to notice, or removing obstacles in your way so that you are still focused on what you need to be. Interesting. There's that card again. Okay. That's good news. It's just a shitty situation. Hey, look, Pat.
Just creepy.
Okay. We have the Resolute, followed by the Conqueror, followed by the Watcher, which is Pat's favorite card.
Creeps me out.
So the Resolute, obviously, what that is it's resolve. You have decided you're sticking with that choice. This is how things are. Good for you. That means that you're going to make the choice that you know is best for you. The Conqueror now talks about specifically running into things that are going to require a little bit more effort than normal, and you not just enduring it, but you overcoming it. So there's a particular adversity or sacrifice that you're going to have to make that is going to suck at the time, but is honestly going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. And by the looks of things, the Watcher obviously is talking a lot about observation. It's literally being attentive, paying attention to those signs that I've been talking about and your guide's been talking about this entire time. Okay, there's the flame again. Okay. Yeah. Just tripling down. Yeah, actually, literally tripling down. We have the flame. These are the last three. We have the flame, we have the all-seer, and we have the sentinel. It's literally you being protected so that you can see what it is that's coming and to meet it head on with the right amount of passion. So you got some really cool stuff actually on the horizon. You've got some opportunities coming up that you may not have asked for. Some of them you might have. But there's going to be an adventure, and just be prepared not to get swept away in it and to pay very close attention to who it is you pay attention to. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of something to go on.
Alrighty. So, Gidget, you still in the comments? And after Gidget, we have Danielle, then we have Tyree, then we have Linda Donaher, and then we have April. Currently, our list is closed, but we are on every last Thursday of the month for readings at 8:30 Eastern.
Or you can hit us up on Facebook or on spiritmechanics.com and schedule a reading if you would like to get us throughout the month. We also have a list of our events that's going to start floating around for the rest of the year. So if you want to come out and see us there, you can.
Alrighty, Mike, I think you should do this one. This is for Gidget.
Okay.
Gidget asked, what's around the house? We see shadows and bad things keep happening. Now the floor in April's room is falling.
Okay.
So looking for some insight on it.
Uncle Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Miss Melissa said thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You are very welcome. Same.
Yup. Oh, yeah, that was a good pop.
I thought you said unskinny bop for a second. I was like, what?
Skinny Bop.
Why did you poison?
And while Mike is getting set up for Gidget's reading, Danielle, are you still in the comments as well? Because we are at that point in time in the night where I'm going to ask if everyone is still here.
Have you been fucking with that graveyard over there? I know you talked about it. Who have you been talking to at the graveyard? When did all the weird that you've been noticing start? Like, try to give me if you notice something.
I felt you connect, Mr. Mike. Neat. Nope, haven't gone to graveyard yet. Have any of your other altars?
Yeah, is anybody gone?
That's important. to know.
Physically or other? Because if nobody's gone, has somebody been thinking about it a lot? Have you been, planning scenarios, worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, making, because you're creating a link.
I know for a fact.
Everything I got came up reverse, so it's like it could be, it's like it's not bad. Like it has potential, but so does everything else. But you're all gonna have to sit with things. I wish you could all sit together. A golden muse.
When we moved in, first the bathroom floor fell in, now bedroom is falling in. Not sure if Astrid's gone to the graveyard, but when the shooting happened, 2 Coos kids came in.
That's the one.
All right.
Explains why Gidget asked for the read.
Right.
Okay.
So for one, I want to come to a house call. But what I'm mainly getting is to try to stay calm. Try to, if you notice any connections that aren't yours, all of you need to cut them, suspend them, something. Go touch that iron out there. Just break everything that doesn't belong and just kind of recenter and you kind of got to start over. So I would start with the gnomes and just check in with everybody because a connection has been made and things are just kind of seeping in again. And you stopped it before, so it's not a big deal, but you got to find where it's coming in, find where it's happening, and be able to recognize that next time.
You can talk to him.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Because that card actually bent.
So you're spreading yourself a little thin, considering all of the things that you are worried about that aren't necessarily yours. You're going to have to kind of He-Man some shit. You're going to be able to get through it. You've got the ability, but it's going to be uncomfortable. And that situation is led to your guard being dropped. So whomever made that connection was able to do so. Probably just out of curiosity. But you're distracted. So there either needs to be a conversation had or a change of thinking or compromise something that has to relieve that tension. You got to let the kettle blow the steam.
Yeah.
Because this is the devil card and he is on fire.
Yeah, we did the established with Gandalf's wand already.
Right on. Yeah, that should be good.
But the Devon Rex will have additional information for you.
Yeah, you need to talk to Devil. Devil has the dirt. That's his job.
Right.
That's the card that bent.
Yeah, he's come up a lot tonight.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
has.
The trickster and the devil cards come up a lot tonight. You need to talk to Devil.
Right. Yeah, so you do your homework and you figure out what happened, where it happened, and then, get with me and let me know some days and we'll come and we'll do some stuff.
Yep, April's been learning those lessons again. Got called out hard on that yesterday. Progress is in motion.
Okay.
And that
Just
is,
be strong, hang in there, we got you.
That means Gidget was swapped out.
yeah,
Mm,
that's exactly what that means.
okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
The devil's big thing is the truth hurts worse than any lie that could ever be told.
Right.
And because of that, he knows the dirt. He knows the truth of situations and can pull it from situations. So talking to him is a very good idea. Also, talking to Death and Magician would be a good idea as well. They're offering. That's why I'm bringing that up. And even Little Moon said that he would help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Illuminating hidden truths. Because nothing can hide from him.
No.
So literally between him and Devil, you'll know the truth of the situation very quick.
And for the reasonings as to why, you need to talk to World and Hermit. But that's for the elders.
Yeah. The World and Hermit are going to help the bigs get things figured out.
Okay. So, hopefully that helped. And next up, as long as you are still in the comments, Danielle, are you still there? After that, we have Tyree. Then we have Miss Linda Donaher, and then we have April. Thank you. There's been more noise, so saying they offered helps.
Absolutely. They're always there. You just got to ask them. They're like any other familiar. They have to know that they are welcome first.
And while we wait for those of y'all to get back to me that are on the list.
Yeah, we just got to know that y'all are there, so
Yep.
we know the order.
So currently looking to make sure that Danielle is still in the comments, that Tyree is still in the comments, that Linda Donaher is still in the comments, and that April with Druzy Does It is still in the comments as well. Which, honestly, if you are, toss your business in the comments.
Like, for real.
Like totally.
Yeah. We also understand it is 11 o'clock on a school night, so
Yeah. And that the eclipse happens in an hour and like 12 minutes.
yeah.
So go take your nap.
Yeah. April's here and so's Linda. Okay.
Last call for Danielle and
Tyree's here.
Tyree's always here.
Tyree is always here. But
Tyree is always here in our hearts.
We were always there.
God. Tyree, what's your question? Because I don't think you tossed one out. If you did, it got absolutely fucking buried. So let me know what your question is, good sir. Because I know that Linda wants a general
Okay.
and April wants a general from Mike. I was going to do Tyree's, which is why I'm asking him what the question is.
I'm outside on a cot by the fire.
Tyree wants
Awesome.
a general.
Who? Which one?
Clayton.
Kick ass, dude.
Do it.
That's absolutely fucking hilarious.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, which one for Tyree? And there was, it was the these.
But these.
And April just sent stars. So after Tyree, we'll do April. And then Miss Linda Donaher, you will be after that, since Miss April just sent stars. But I had already grabbed the deck for Tyree.
Sure.
Do things.
That moment when you're actively told, could you have used the ancient Egyptian tarot deck? Yes, but that's very blasé.
You using the Shakespeare's?
Yeah, which is why I cackled.
A deck for the diva.
Hmm. This ain't a scene, it's a cop damn arms race. Jesus, guys. Okay, strength and judgment across. Okay. Nice. Okay. Leave it to you, Tyree, for my cards to go. That's not actually where I want to sit.
So you're gonna stab me in the back.
No, the Julius Caesar card didn't pop out.
I mean, the strength and justice cards being crossed kind of led towards that thought process.
Strength and judgment, not justice.
Even worse. Because at least if it was justice, it would be for the right reason.
I got like with Newman. He didn't say the magic word.
Oh no. Newman.
You do have a lot of massive change coming your way, don't you? So the first card that you got was the Judgment card, which is absolutely amazing to me because it is Achilles and Patroclus. Fuck, I always butcher his name. Patroclus?
I'm not sure.
Whatever. It's Achilles and his lover. And it's the Judgment card, but it says the purpose that makes strong the vow. There is a chance that the relationships that you value are going to be shifting very soon. Not necessarily in a bad way. They're just going to be absolutely changing, not only because you are changing, but because the other people are as well. And you need to be very cautious of your judgments in that fact. Because the next card that you got is the Page of Swords, which I thought was very interesting because it literally is Mauricio. I always butcher his name too. And
Was it Mauricio?
yeah, thank you. From Romeo and Juliet.
Mercutio.
Mercutio. Thank you. And it says children of an idle brain, which is honestly hilarious because of the part that he does play in Romeo and Juliet, which leads into the Strength card, which is Constance. Here's my throne, bid kings come bow to it. You're going to have some massive shifts, man. Just be cautious of the influence that you have over them and the influence that they have over you. Because currently, you're not Achilles in the first card. Currently, you're Patroclus. Patroclus? Yeah. The goal is to actually be Achilles for the right reasons, not the one that dies out of sacrifice for the other one. And I'll let you decide who actually sacrificed who in that. So the next portion of your reading, I would love to say it gets better. It sort of does. But the next card that you have is Death. And it's Hamlet.
Of course it is.
The readiness is all. You can sage, you can smudge. There's a different type of cleansing that you actually need to do, though. Heart, mind, and soul.
Need a purge.
You need a purge. Very similar to, I know you haven't seen the movie, but there is a Studio Ghibli movie called Spirited Away, and there is a portion of the movie where this giant, nasty-looking bog monster comes in. And it turns out that he was actually, this amazing river spirit after all, but he had been clogged up with so much other bullshit from people, from instances, from garbage, from things. And all it took was someone's kindness and pulling it out, giving them a second to actually see what was going on underneath. And that's the real key message for you. Find what it is that's blocking that, because that's what it is that you need to actually let go of. But you do need a full purge, man. My way is to conjure you. Page of Wands. Because after you do this, the first portion will be complete. You won't have to worry about this section anymore. But this is what's kind of key in your actual linchpin into the rest of your reading. Because after that, your prosperity will be back in peace. You'll be back in the right mindset. And you'll actually be the shepherd of your own flock rather than, being paraded around like a pig instead of an actual sheep. Talk to David.
David is not what people think he was, and is an awesome ascended master to talk to.
Ultimately, though, it is completely up to you and your choices as to if this is a complete tragedy across the board or if it is a tragedy that blossoms into a romance. Because it would be a romance of the self, not of others. Which leads to the romance of others, because you understand what it means to actually romance yourself. Different type of self-love.
So it would be a ballad.
It would be a ballad.
Yay.
Yay.
Good things.
And that is all I got for you, man. I hope that helped a little bit. Or at least offered some clarity in a couple of spaces.
Mike, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
It was a general for April.
Yes. One last thing, Tyree. You are the person that is barring yourself from the rest of the situation. And there is plenty of navigational points for you to have that direction that you're looking for. You just got to wake up a little bit. Because the last two cards were the Star and the Nine of Wands reversed. Thank you guys again for the encore. Maybe a little bit about school.
Okay. So stiff.
Rigid.
For her pleasure.
Totally wanted to go with the joke I cannot get away with on here.
We have a ticker, but it only gets us so far.
That's kind of the one.
That's why you need Viagra. Takes you the rest of the way.
We are not sponsored.
Could be.
I don't want to be sponsored by Viagra. There's a lot of. I'll just leave that alone.
See?
Yeah, there's a lot that could go wrong with a statement like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. God, he looks like Trump. This is Jason's mom.
So
So I'm kind of getting this like you've been hiding, literally wearing a mask and like not showing your true self. I don't really vibe that though. Maybe it's something that you've been struggling with because I got illness reverse. Maybe it's like something you're coming out of. And I got harvest. So maybe you're finally in that reaping what you sow of the work you've been doing. That sounds more right than that. Okay, that makes sense. So, okay. So because you're coming out of a funk that you were in a little while ago, we know about that, where you may have hidden yourself a little bit. You're finally coming back into your own again and having fun doing your thing. And you're at that point where it's like kind of scary and you're getting those butterflies again. So, when you have those butterfly moments, don't take flight, ground yourself, take a couple breaths and keep being awesome. Like, this is actually a really good reading. That's it. It's fucking short and sweet.
Don't let the anxiety get to
Just
you.
breathe because you're awesome and you're awesome. You make cool shit. I got some of your cool shit right here. Keep being awesome.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that. Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty just
The horror deck gave the nicest reading of the night.
right.
It's because you said that they were all misunderstood.
Right. Like, oh, he gets it.
Shit. Oh my god. All right. Hopefully that helped, April. Last up we have Miss Linda Donaher for a general.
Who?
Linda Donaher.
No, I mean who?
Oh,
do?
whoever.
You want me to do? Sure.
Sure.
Okay. It's a general.
Yep. Tis a general.
I got the general card shirt. It's like what went through my head.
We'll just do advice cards because advice cards are fun.
I like that deck. It's wholesome and sweet.
Most times. It's kind of got a ginger's personality.
Well, they're cats. I didn't say that they weren't always, a little feisty.
No.
Okay. So, let's see what we got here. From Miss Linda Donaher. You can never be too rich or too fluffy. Never get out of a bed for less than a tin of caviar.
Mm-hmm.
The best things in life are always really, really expensive. And it is Feshwan cat.
That's amazing.
Feshwan cat. Just living their best life. So starting this reading out, this is literally talking about knowing your worth. 100%. Not just, oh, well, I deserve good things, because we all do. This is understanding why you deserve good things. And that's what a lot of people struggle with.
But we're about half.
Oh,
What?
the moon is about half eclipsed.
Oh.
Cool. 50% totality.
But chaos is as it does.
Right.
But this is literally talking about knowing the reason why you deserve those things. A lot of people struggle with that particular bit. I know I deserve good things. I just don't know what those good things are or why it is that I do. I just know that I do. They're like, well, there has to be substance there. And that's what this card is about, is gauging what's going on in your life and prioritizing you for a change. It's not selfish to focus on yourself as long as it's for your betterment. It's selfish to focus on yourself when others are in need. I have never pulled this card. Hell is other cats. It is the actual first phrase. Hell is other cats. If you're lonely when you're alone, get a cat. Nothingness haunts being. Wow. Nothingness haunts being, but staring at the wall is okay. And it's literally a cat called Nothing.
Nothing cat.
Nothing cat.
Wow.
Yep. It is the Nothing cat, and it literally is meowing in nothingness, and existentialism is felinism is the French book underneath it.
Oh my god.
So it's literally an existentialist cat. So this read is shaping up to be a situation where this is talking about understanding the difference between being lonely and being alone, and understanding your worth in those moments. You shouldn't place value as much on the relationships as far as quantity. You should focus on the quality of the ones that you have. And being alone is a good thing. It allows you to figure you out. Being lonely is the need for somebody else, and they're two very, very different things. A lot of people get lost in the need for somebody else and place their value in a relationship and forget that they deserve a life of their own. They forget that, they should be growing or having adventures or doing things that they want to do, because they are too focused and centered on other people's lives. Be careful of that right now. Oh, there's Eno again. Always take the right angle. Don't be obtuse. Curiosity never actually killed the cat. The best ideas are like cats. They like to creep up on you. And it's Eno's cat again. So literally, this is talking about, what is obvious is what is true. What is true is what should be gone with. There's not a need to overthink and overprocess and overdo. If you're having to fish for a reason why something is valid, then it is already invalid, because you're having to make it something that it's not in order to fit a narrative. So this is literally talking about being aware that you are, born and ready for great things. And you just have to allow yourself to accept those great things. You need to make sure that you watch codependency and loneliness. It's okay. Find yourself. Find some good hobbies, and find some good, outdoor shit to get into. Find, go check out some movies or restaurants. Treat yourself a little bit. It's okay to do those things, because that is what you actually deserve. To take care of yourself and to actually enjoy your time. Last one, just because I was asked to. Ownership is a concept dreamed up by the owner. This is literally summing up your reading. It's always good to have a plan B, C, and D. There's no place like home, or home. And it is Timeshare Cat. It is Timeshare Cat. Timeshare Cat is doing its thing. This is literally talking about being comfortable in your own skin, regardless of where you're at. Home is exactly what and where you make it, and who you make it with. Whether that is just you or with a multitude of people. So this is a reading about making sure that you keep your head above sand and out of the water, and making sure that you find time for you and enjoy it. Enjoy your life.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty. Hopefully that helped out a little bit.
All right, guys, that does conclude our list. We actually made it before 11:30. Holy fuck.
Shit, Mike.
We did it, sort of.
We sort of did it. Thank you to everybody who donated stars or on the Venmo, and thanks to everybody who shared, liked, commented, let us read for them. We really do appreciate it when you spend your Thursday nights with us, guys. It means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
It is. And Next month, we will have a whole new set of Thursday Night Live topics.
They are going to be from our trainees.
They are.
And we are going to have a special guest next week
We are.
for Thursday Night Live.
We also have 57 days until Scarefest.
Absolutely.
So be on the lookout for all of the events that we'll be at, both in October and September.
Or there's a lot.
There's a lot.
We hit busy con season.
We did. But for now, we will catch y'all next week. Love you guys.
Dude.